humbled to be here on jpmusic episode 13. um, right now, um, I believe I've elevated to a new height in my process that I become aware of. um, and as I work through all the business and the proper names and the things I'm not knowledgeable on right now or privy of. um, I can say that I'm keeping this process as simple as possible, and I believe that the simplicity that I have to create um, songs that are truthful and honest to my life and portray my life through the expressions of words and statements and sentiments that I use to express them on an album or a project or an EP, that I can distribute organically, and I can promote as a product, doing business around that product as soon as the completed product and project and album or EP is finished, out to the world. And that's as simple as I can put it. Um, and one thing that I have elevated to a new height on my conscious awareness of how I create projects and an album is, um, first, getting the content uh, as full and as wholesome as I can before I start creating the actual art and songs themselves, right? Um, that being said, I have a structure, finally, as concise as it can be at this moment. And of course, through and through this process, I'm going to be working out the kinks, on these songs, and this project. But I have a structure um, that is um, the storyline um, to my project and the concepts within that story. I have pretty much made as concise as I can be, and as direct as they have been written as they can be at this point in my process. Um, that's where I'm currently at. I have the structures, and I've started working in the very beginning stages of the songwriting process, to these concepts, to these ideas, and these moments of time in my story, um, that is my life up to this point, as I mentioned. So yeah, to be completely honest, right there, I can end this episode, and that's the 411, if you will, the update on my current journey of music and creating my first project, an album, not an EP. Um, and but I will say, um, it's going to take time and a process, to throw all these ideas and concepts, on the drawing board, um, to somewhat have structure around the songwriting now. Not the structure of the actual project, but the songwriting now, to get more refined and to get more concise. You know, we started out from the top of the funnel. As the funnel gets smaller and smaller, we'll get closer to the end of the project and finishing it up. But we're still at the top of the funnel, and songwriting and the lyrics are what comes next. It's going to be a process I have to be aware of and conscious of as I figure it out. But in the beginning, to set my intentions, to trust putting out all the ideas and the concepts, and the word plays, and the ideas, right? Like I mentioned, out, and trusting that funnel will lead down to a more concise, direct, and admirable project or song, and songs on this project according to the timeline and the structure that I already have a grasp on at this moment. And that's what I intend and continue to work towards on this project. It's a new process within the process, and I don't know what's to come, because the truth of the matter is, and I'm not going to overstep where I'm at in this process and overthink what I need to do. But there will come a time where these lyrics and these songs that I'm writing, the songwriting, has to align with the way I deliver those lines, and these words on a beat, on a rhythm, and to have rhythm first and foremost, but on a beat, and on some type of production, musically, to the ear, sonically, be in unison with the beat, these songs, that is, and the writing and the lyrics. And that's the next step of the process. But currently I am in the songwriting and lyric completing part of the process, and that's where I'll stay. And like I mentioned in this episode, I believe this is to close out episode 13 of JP Music. I'm Jonathan Prentice, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.